Robby, do you think there are interdimensional beings out there? Well, a rising star of the MAGA movement, Paulina Luna, definitely thinks so.
Florida Republican Representative Paulina Luna appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience Wednesday, where she said this about lawmakers having evidence of, quote, interdimensional beings. Let's listen.
I think that some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things have, these energy things have.
Energy things? What do you mean?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. I think that they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have. And that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's based on stuff that we've seen.
There's more. Let's listen.
Based on testimony, would be based on witnesses that have come forward. But what I can tell you is
the witnesses just were told that they were interdimensional?
that they've seen things. And what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe where very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space.
Wow, Rogan then responded saying that's very vague, to which Luna added this.
Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. That's what can explain the advancements that we're seeing. But I also believe that this is a dangerous level of hidden information from the American people.
Rogan also inquired, how do people that Luna mentioned are operating in secrecy to hide such information have the, quote, authority to do that?
It's been decades of classified secret information, then also this aspect of the intelligence community that's been empowered. And it's kind of serendipitous with timing, because when you talk about the intelligence communities and what they've done essentially to the trust in this country with the American people, I think this goes all the way back even into JFK, with how they basically have operated outside of the purview of Congress and basically to an extent have gone rogue up until recently.
I predict she's going to be a big hit with the audience. Very interesting.
I think I've been watching her for a while, and what she's been requesting information alongside James Comer to get this more public transparency thing started regarding about UFOs,
UAPs and
right. Are they not called UFOs anymore?
No, we call them UAPs.
Okay, UAPs.
UFO is what, unidentified flying object. UAP is unidentified aerial something.
Okay, so I got to get the terms right.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
UAP.
Joe Rogan always reels me in, and
it's global warming versus climate change.
I got you. I don't always believe in the alien thing. I don't usually like to go down that rabbit hole.
I don't believe in it at all.
But I'm not gonna lie. Joe Rogan does a good job at getting my head spinning. Okay, I remember when he had Bob Lazar on. Right? And it went a 2-hour interview. And then I watched that man's documentary. I've never watched 4 hours of content around whether or not aliens exist in this man's experience. And I'm deep in the weeds. And so I thought she was going to come with the government information and really drop some bombs. But all she did is say a bunch of word salad about, I may or may not saw something.
And that's what always happens. So I agree. I know that our government lies to us and hides information from us and is very anti-transparent and classifies way too much stuff. I agree with all of that. I am sure we have encountered technologies or flying objects that we can't explain. I think the most likely explanation is that it's foreign military technology. That's what it seems to be. Or even in some cases, our own military technology is just some different agency. Those things that were flying over, near a base on the, remember this?
Oh yeah, like
a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, that turned out it was American military technology. So sometimes they're not telling us because it's
also
our stuff.
People just say that's what some people want to go down a conspiracy theory route and say, oh, that's what they told us, but what was it really? They're still searching for the true answer.
But then when you come to me and say, and look, okay, I'm just show me the evidence. If you say you have extra-dimensional beings, they might. How would we even?
They're flowing through time and space in a different way.
Them? Yeah, that starts to get a little. But fine, some object or some or body. We keep hearing evidence of the pilots of the crafts has been recovered. Okay, so my next question is, well, where are they then? And they are keeping them hidden. Well, who's they? Well, I don't know, but I heard this from a source, and that person knows, but he can't say because he's for fear of his job. I'm if you're the person who tells us where the aliens are hidden, I think you'll probably be professionally set for life, even if you're no longer the undersecretary of hiding alien. Like, you will have a good life. So we can never get past this point. There will always be somebody, giving an interview on News Nation or talking before Congress saying, "Oh yeah, I know the guy who knows where they are." Well, then I want to January 6th that facility right now. Let's get an angry mob. Let's go storm it. The American people deserve this information. It's been hidden from us by the government. That's appalling. They have no right to do that, and they have no right to cover up the biggest development in our history as a species, as a civilization. They have no right to keep that secret from us. We're going to storm the facility and find out for sure, but we never get to that point because it doesn't exist.
Well, also possibly because it could cause mass hysteria. And mind you, I'm not trying to go down the conspiracy theory route. I'm letting
they have
you guys
no right
know.
to protect
I
us
watched
from mass
Bob
hysteria.
Lazar on Joe Rogan, and I remember he was saying he did see little shadows in that interview, and I was like, okay, so what's next? And he started referring to Area 51, and like that's still ambiguous to all of us, like what actually happens there. So there is some smoke around this fire. It's not just like, oh no, you can't explain everything away. Some things have to really be.
Sure, I can. It's foreign military technology.
No, but we wouldn't allow foreign military technology to get that close to where civilians are seeing it. That's completely unsafe. No, how would it breach our protections?
Right, that's our military technology.
You said foreign military
Some
technology.
of it is like the things that have crashed that we've recovered, foreign military technology.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure, Robby, so you can't say that
Well,
confidently.
I'm using Occam's
And there's
razor.
people who
If
are
it's aliens, where are they? I don't think they would be able to keep it secret this successfully this long.
I just think, I'm
not high on the government.
Where does the MAGA base stand on this? Because I feel like there is a want for more transparency and
I want more
clarity
transparency
around it.
for sure.
So I'm just trying to understand. They don't want to know more about these possible UAP.
No, we all want to know more. We definitely want to know more. And maybe the MAGA base, more so than me, thinks the lack of clear explanations lends itself to the alien explanation. I just don't think that. I think there are no aliens. I think we're alone in the universe. I think we are unique and special.
No, that's ridiculous. That is very no. I certainly think.
Then where are they? Then why they aren't flying, zooming around all the time? This is like why there's no time travel. Why obviously either time travel is impossible or it's not possible within the realm of human. Like humans will go extinct before it becomes possible because we should be deluged with time travelers. One should be popping up there and right there and right behind.
I would be on the side of there's no time travel rather than
impossible.
there's no life elsewhere at all. I just think
no,
that we haven't had the
maybe there's
complexities
moss
to maybe
on some
explore it.
planet, but there isn't life that can do interdimensional cross the solar system travel faster than light speed travel. That's impossible. Or there's some kind of great filter where you burn yourself out before that happens. Because we should at least then be encountering the technology, like the satellites and the probe droids of the civilization.
So what does this do for a politician that leans into possible conspiracy theoes? What does that do
it's
for
not
you?
conspiracy.
You said you don't believe
and she's really attractive, so she's going to do well on podcasts. There's no mystery there.
Because I'm trying to think if like there was somebody in the Democratic Party that was going on podcasts and saying, I've seen it, I want to push forward, I want transparency, and like making it a mission as part of their mission statement. How I would feel if I actually felt like I don't believe this. It's kind of like, why are we wasting time when there's a lot of things specifically going on in Texas that could be handled and more pressing than this?
This is pretty pressing if it's real, but
you don't believe it's real.
No,
So
I believe the government is covering up, or covering up is too dramatic, is redacting information that we ought to know about classified military technology, and it's a national security issue, and I think that ought to be cleared up. So I support exactly what she's doing.
Okay. More Rising coming up. We'll be right back after this.